y'all, my name is Gretchen. I am the Restless Thrifter and I am a full-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I am sharing my sales with you from April. This is April 15th through 18th. So those are 4 days. Yeah, 4 days worth of sales. The first half of April was a little slow. I slowed down a bit, so did my sales. And when I say I slowed down, I mean I slowed down from listing daily. And you don't really have to list daily, but you do need to list consistently. And I was not listing enough things consistently enough. Daily is best if you can manage that. And so they're a little bit lower sales, things that took longer to sell because I wasn't, listing new merchandise that would go out the doors really quickly. But there's still some good sales. I have 11 I'm going to go over. 4 of them were over $20. All of those sold within 90 days or less. I call those fast flips. And then I had 4 others that were fast flips that were under $20. And then 3 minor sales, a couple of lessons here. Hang in there with me because there's still some learning out of these sales. I feel like I set it up. I was like, just turn off the video. But no, there's still some good things. And we'll get through this really quickly and you can watch the next one, which will have some better sales. And we'll dive into the sales, the top sales. The first one is this Anthropologie Seen, Worn, Kept, size US 8, embroidered tunic top, Mexican fold guard. I had not heard of this brand before. Seen, Worn, Kept. I would look for it again. I saw it because of the bright colors and the embroidery and knew I would want to pick this up. I got it at a place called Grace Bridge Resell. It is a thrift store that is run by a church. This sold in 9 days on eBay. I had it listed for $38 and then sent an offer to likers for $30.40. So that is what it sold for, plus shipping. The buyer paid a total of $35.72 plus tax. Y'all, there's so many numbers I could give you. The number that is most easily given to me is the one that eBay gives me, which is $35.72. That is the one that includes anything the buyer paid to me, which includes cost of shipping and cost of the item. I do not receive the tax. That goes straight to eBay, who handles tax on our behalf, which is great. We don't want to have to deal with sales tax. I do like to break it down though, so you can see what did they pay for the actual item, and then, how much did they pay total with the cost of shipping that I charged. I could also tell you the marketplace fees, the promotion fees, all of those things, but there's so many numbers. It was $30.40 plus the cost of shipping, which came to $35.72. I paid $3.25 at the thrift store. My profit after you subtract fees and shipping costs and everything was $22.05. So a good profit. The next item is something I shared in a thrift haul pretty recently. It was a American West shoulder bag purse, tooled leather, silver metal star concho. This sold in 2 weeks on eBay. I had it listed for $40 and I sent an offer to likers for $36. That was accepted. They paid a total with shipping of $43.84. My cost of goods was $4.32. I picked this up at Salvation Army during their 50% off sale, and my profit was $25.30. Okay, 2 more in the top sales. This is a J. Crew size large vest, 100% wool, herringbone tweed. Moon is the wool manufacturer. British Academia Heritage. You probably saw this one. If you watch all my videos, you would have seen this in the day in the life video, I think. This sold in 1 month and 1 week on eBay. I had it listed for $60. A customer sent me an offer of $40. We were going back and forth, offer, counter offer. We decided on $40. It also sold through promoted listings on eBay. They paid a total of $46.16 with the cost of shipping. My cost of goods was $4.33. I don't know where I picked this up. Can't remember. Pretty sure I got it in Denver when I was living in Colorado. And my profit was $25.21. It hasn't been listed that long because it, has been sitting in a bin waiting for me to list it because I did bring some stuff from Colorado. I think J.Crew, it's worth looking up their career wear items, especially in men's. Suits, suit jackets, sport coats, this cool vest. It's worth looking them up to see how well they do. And then the best sale of this 4 days was this Arc'teryx Leaf BAC Gen 1 hat, flex fit, orange brown logo patch, one size. And then I put Arc'teryx without the apostrophe in it in case people were searching it either way. This sold in 1.5 months on eBay. I had it listed for $199 because I had seen one that sold for $150 or $200. Then I lowered it to $99 because after a month it hadn't sold or received any offers. A customer offered me $69, so I took that. I mean, guys, I paid $3 for this hat. I say that I got it in Denver, but I definitely did not. I got this at Gracebridge resale as well. So they paid $69 with the cost of shipping. They paid $76.16. I had paid $3, so my profit was $48.17. So that profit is without the marketplace fees, which includes the promoted listing fee that I paid. Promoted listings is a feature in eBay that you can use. I think you have to have a store to use it, but you can pay additional fees to when an item sells if it sells through an ad listing. So they'll say like advertisement or promoted or something like that, but your items will show up higher than other people's items. So if there were 5 orange Arc'teryx hats and only mine was promoted, mine would show up at the top. If somebody clicks on it and then buys it, I pay additional fees. I have my fees capped out at 9.6%. I don't know what the max is, but you can go much, much higher. And I also don't add things until they've been listed for 2 weeks because I want to give them a chance to sell quickly without that additional fee if I can. So those were my 4 best sales. I have 4 other sales that sold really quickly. This is a Life is Good plus size 3X, well, XXXL T Crusher short sleeve volleyball sports summer. This sold in 2.5 weeks on eBay. I had it listed for $16 and somebody sent me an offer of $8.50. I just want the quick sale when I pick up these Life is Good t-shirts. I got this at a Thrift Giant, which is a chain of thrift stores in the Dallas-Fort Worth area where I live. With shipping, they paid $13.65. My cost of goods was $1.62 and my profit was $4.71. I think I got this during a 50% off sale at Thrift Giant. They have those, I would say, maybe once a month, it seems. Maybe once every 2 months. I don't know. They have them frequently enough. Next fast flip is a Victoria's Secret size 16 leggings, pants, crop, leopard print leg, and waist pockets. This sold in 3.5 weeks on eBay. I had it listed at $12. A customer offered me something low, and I countered with $8.88, lucky eights. And they accepted. They paid with shipping costs $14.81. My cost of goods was $0 because I got this from a family member. And it also sold through promoted listings. My profit was $5.77. Victoria's Secret, their workout gear, I don't pick it up anymore because it doesn't sell for very much money. But I will take it and list it if I get it for free. Or heck, if I were to find something new with tags for, super cheap, like a couple of bucks, or in the bins for even less, I'd probably pick it up and list it then. But I'm not seeking it out. I'm seeing it a lot on racks and passing it up. I'll say another exception, though, is if it was a sports bra in using cup sizes in a large cup size. So like larger than a D cup. There's so many exceptions. I wouldn't do this, but unless this, or I would do that, but not that, there's a lot of these things. And that's why these kind of videos are helpful to watch, other people and learn what they, look for and what to avoid. I have found them very useful. I've learned a lot by watching other folks. Next fast flip, tiara size 22/24 cardigan sweater embroidered floral cottage granny twee vintage. I also showed this one in my day in the life video most recently. I sold it for too little. It sold in 2 months on eBay. I had it listed for 30 and a customer offered me 12 and I took it. I should not have taken that low offer. It sold through promoted listings as well. With the cost of shipping, they paid $18.72. I had paid $3.79. My profit was only $2.96 after all the fees and the shipping and everything. And I could have gotten more for this sweater. I should have just held out. I thought, oh, spring, summer are here. I should get rid of sweaters. I had just listed this one. It was beautiful. It was a plus size. I should have held out. There's a lesson for me right there. I got this at Salvation Army. The next sale, I'm not sure where I got these. These are Keen size 7.5 hiking sandals, Whisper waterproof trail shoes, washable burgundy. They had a flaw on them that I pointed out I didn't notice before when I picked them up, or I would have left them behind. But they sold in 3 months on eBay. I had them listed for 19. A customer sent me an offer of 14. Me knowing they were flawed and that they had been online for 3 months already, I went ahead and took it. They sold through promoted listings. With the cost of shipping, the customer paid $22.81. I had paid $9.73. See, I wouldn't have spent almost $10 on a pair of shoes I thought were flawed. I made 74 cents. We're not all perfect. You show me a perfect reseller and I want to watch their videos, okay? Because by God, I want to be perfect too. All right, 3 more sales to talk about. These were my meh sales. We have a spirit size large top skull laser cut t-shirt, black red lace, grunge goth Halloween. Adding in all the keywords to try to sell this top. It took 10.5 months to sell. Sold on eBay. I had it listed for 12 and a customer offered me $10. But it did sell 1 week after relisting. So I probably relisted this thing 10 times and 10th time was a charm. They paid $14.28, which includes the cost of shipping. I had paid $2.05. That was my average cost of goods from a Goodwill Blue Box. Goodwill has a website called buybluebox.com where you can buy these mystery boxes. Are they worth it? I have made money. It's better just to go out and source your own inventory using your own brain power because you will find better things that way. But if you can't get out and you need merchandise to list, if you've got piles of money piles, you don't need merchandise to list. But I made $5.64. This is not a top I would have picked up otherwise. Although, if I saw this in the bins, it was new with tags and has a skull, I might have. Next item is something I did get at the bins. I got it at the Dallas bins, and by that I mean the Dallas Goodwill outlet. Goodwill has outlet centers where they sell items by the pound. This is your best bet for buying anything from Goodwill. The stores have gotten very expensive. They pull their sales merchandise now before you can even buy it. When it says that there's a color that's 50% off, just know that they've gone and pulled as much as they can that's either worth reselling online or to send to the bins, or I don't know what they're doing with it, but they're pulling everything before the sale is over. In fact, they pull it by midweek. Things are gone. And this is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Comments from a previous video, people have said that they are doing the same in their towns and cities. And why? We don't know. I tried to explain why, but I don't know why. So I would love to know why. If they are just trying to fetch a higher dollar price, I get that. They've got goals to raise money for their, programs that they help people and for their salaries. I get it. I don't have anything against that. I don't like to go into a store, see a sign, and know that it's bullshit. Okay? The end. But anyway, back to the whole point. Go to their outlet, buy by the pound, see if you can find anything good there. That's the only way you're going to find something cheap. I got this book for 80 cents. Now, should I have bought this book? Probably not, because it took a year and a half to sell. It is a 1972 Gus and the Baby Ghost by Jane Thayer illustrated reader hardcover book. So cute. I love children's books and their illustrations, and if I'm going to pick them up, I should probably just pick them up for my own enjoyment and to maybe read to a future grandniece or nephew or grandchild when these children start having children. I don't care if they do. I never had my own kids, so it's totally up to them. But if there are any children who want to hear me read to them, okay, this is sounding creepy. I retract the offer to read to strange children, okay? This was a full price sale of $9 and it sold 3 weeks after relisting. So relist your items if they've been online for a while and maybe you'll give them new life and they'll find a buyer. With the cost of shipping, which was media mail, so it was pretty low, $13.13 is what the buyer paid. Like I said, my cost of goods was 80 cents. That was my average cost of goods at the bins that day, and my profit was $5.70. That's a lot of numbers, y'all. All right, Coldwater Creek, size 16 pants, new off-white high waist, natural fit mini boot cut. Got these for so many reasons. 1, Coldwater Creek is not a cheap brand. 2, it's a size 16, a plus size. 3, it was new with tags. 4, it was high waist. 5, it was boot cut, right? So it's not a skinny leg. But they took 2 years to sell. Probably not going to be picking up Coldwater Creek pants anymore. They were listed for $18 and I sold them through an offer to likers for $14.40. Is everything an eBay sale? Hold on, wait a minute. Seriously, I didn't sell anything on Mercari or Poshmark. I just noticed that. I was like, oh crap, do I have everything filtered to eBay? No. Crickets from Poshmark and Mercari, so yikes. That is everything to share with you guys. I will share some averages here. So it took 5.5 months on average for all these items to sell. My average profit per item, which I like to track that number more than any other number, $14.23. That varies wildly from day to day, okay? I like to look at it over a long period of time too to see where that is. It used to be under $10 over a long period of time, and now it's creeping up to over 15 and 20 at times, so that's great. What other averages? My average sales price was $22.93, so that's good. I have a friend, a reselling YouTube friend, who asks a question at the end of her videos for you guys to add a comment. I like that idea. So I'm going to have to think in advance of what I want my question to be because I have no ideas. Just say hi in the comments below if you made it all the way to the end. Oh, cute little puppy dogs. Nobody can see Sophie ever, so Sophie, come over here. Sue, sit. Can they see you now? Here she is. See how cute she is? You're just like, hey, what about me? Am I chopped liver? Is chopped liver supposed to be a bad thing? I guess. I don't know. I don't want any chopped liver. Thank you, guys.